Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. So I just finished watching the first presidential debate of 2024 and elder abuse. That's it. It's elder abuse. The end. Joe Biden's completely and totally cooked. Joe Biden's done. They're finished. I don't know how they're going to swap the guy out, but he's finished. From the first walk in, Joe Biden was finished. Joe Biden walked in to this debate stage like he was tracing a bunch of breadcrumbs to the podium, just weak and feeble and incapable of standing under his own weight, effectively. And Donald Trump walked in like a complete boss, and then the rest of the debate went downhill from there. Nobody knew what the hell Joe Biden was ever saying.
Everyone from the United Nations Security Council straight through to the G7 to the Israelis and Netanyahu himself have endorsed the plan they put forward.
What the hell are you talking about?
The plan they put forward.
Even Donald Trump said, what the hell are you talking about?
Not the right way to go. What I've done since I've changed the law, what's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. That's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
No, he knows what he said either. Yeah, one time Joe Biden said that they've been engaging in and have finally won their fight against Medicare.
Things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on.
We finally beat Medicare, says Joe Biden. It gets worse.
The terrorist who's done anything crossing the border is one who came along and killed three, under his administration, killed an Al-Qaeda person come in and his administration, killed three American soldiers. That's the only terrorist that's there. I'm not saying that no terrorist ever got through, but the idea they're emptying their prisons, we're welcoming these people. That's simply not true. There's no data to support what he said. Once again, he's exaggerating.
And the entire thing went on like this. I'm not cherry picking. The entire debate, all 95 minutes of the debate went on just like that. Rambling, mumbling, nonsense. Check out Donald Trump's double take here.
He got $2 trillion tax cut benefited the very wealthy. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America.
1,000 trillionaires in America. Trump's like, wait, what? Oh, man. It's not good, okay? The top of Drudge Report is replace Biden, Dems scramble within 130 days. Total catastrophe. Mumble in the jungle. Biden freezes early in the debate. This is what the betting markets are doing right now. You can see here Joe Biden's chances have gone now through the floor as Donald Trump has skipped ever higher. Now, some of the, what is this guy? New York Times columnist, right? Big time lib saying, I wish Biden would reflect on this debate performance and then announce his decision to withdraw from the race. Biden, I want to ask everyone in the audience. There is no audience in the audience. Hot swap coming, sharp money sees it. The chances that Joe Biden drops out of the race has now exponentially increased. Look at that. The reactions are so bad. Joe Biden did let out what sounded like a wet fart during the debate. White House says Biden was examined by a doctor and it's determined that he has a cold. So after Joe Biden spent a week holed up in his little camp at Camp David, he still gets a cold. Tonight's debate summed up in one photo. Joe Biden came off as a lunatic who was clearly lost his mind, and Donald Trump came off as a strong, strong leader. Joe Biden was completely and totally cooked. It's structurally impossible for Democrats to swap out Joe Biden and replace him with another candidate, says Jason Miller. Yeah, it'd be really, really hard. Currently, the top of Drudge Report, replace Joe Biden. That's exactly what some of the commentators are saying afterward, saying that this is the biggest panic button they've ever seen in Democrat politics.
This was a game-changing debate in the sense that right now, as we speak, there is a deep, a wide, and a very aggressive panic in the Democratic Party. It started minutes into the debate, and it continues right now. It involves party strategists. It involves elected officials. It involves fundraisers. And they're having conversations about the president's performance, which they think was dismal, which they think will hurt other people down the party in the ticket. And they're having conversations about what they should do about it. Some of those conversations include, should we go to the White House and ask the president to step aside? Other of the conversations are about, should prominent Democrats go public with that call? Because they feel this debate was so terrible. They do say in moments in the debate later, the president
Listen
and
to
the
him.
American
Listen to him.
people,
Go.
be nice to see what the voters say. But I can tell you, it started minutes in. It started with the first couple of answers, and it has continued throughout the night from a, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, to what do we do about this? And it involves very senior people in the Democratic Party, including elected officials, saying we have a problem.
And just to co-sign what John is saying, I mean, the panic that I am hearing from Democrats is not like anything that I have heard.
The panic I'm hearing from Democrats is unlike anything I've ever heard. What is Joe Biden looking at? He was like just staring and leering, I think is the right word, leering all over the stage. Complete and total defeat. He will be replaced soon. Greg Gutfeld having a... If we learned one thing today is that Jill is not a real doctor. If you pull Joe Biden over, you take away the car keys and call his adult children to have a talk. That's exactly right. Yeah. This is pretty incredible. Joe Biden set the rules for the debate, and then he spent a full week preparing, and this is the result. Unbelievable. I can't express enough how destructive this was for Joe Biden. This is insane. This is really, really something. I love or hate Trump. He's sharp as F, and the comparison is all that you need. And yeah, it goes on and on. The commentary. Did Joe Biden have an earpiece in? He keeps touching his ear. It's very interesting. Joe Biden, look at this expression. Look at this guy. This is a guy who knows that he's cooked. He's completely cooked, and so does the media.
Conversation happening inside Biden's circle, and certainly a much more frank conversation happening inside the Democratic coalition. And I think there will be stories of a lot of concern about the performance tonight. And I think when you
say conversations happening, what do you mean?
I think people are talking. I think the conversations range from whether he should be in this race tomorrow morning to what was wrong with him. I mean, he has a cold.
Yeah. Should he be in this race tomorrow morning? Commercial break. Here's what happens to Joe Biden. Look, I debated Joe 7 times in 2020. He's a different guy than he was in 2024. This says Andrew Yang. This is like Mr. Democrat, like, I'm going to run for president, Andrew Yang, saying Joe Biden's done. Hot swap coming. This is a disaster. Matt Walsh, it's a blobfish. Joe Biden legitimately malfunctioning on stage. Bro, if you're not watching Trump embarrass Biden at the debate, y'all are missing out on pure comedy gold. Gavin Newsom now. Joe Biden did look like that the entire debate. Joe Biden just staring, glaring off into the middle distance. New York Times published this is a disaster piece 30 minutes into the debate. I'm hearing high anxiety from Democrats over Biden's debate performance. Biden will be a one-term president, says the guy who's in charge of the Lincoln Project, Steve Schmidt. He still has a chance to watch a Democrat be inaugurated. There are 68 days until the DNC. Oh, man. It's so good. How it started. This is a New York Times columnist. I have a bad feeling about how this debate has been beginning. Trump is speaking nonsense on topics, but he's projecting energy. Biden is more substantive, but his voice and his manner is playing into Trump's narrative that he's too old for the job. Thoughts? What's the next tweet? Biden should drop out. Hollywood actresses are screaming that the CNN debate was a Trump rally. Oh, it's so good. The cope. The cope. Oh, man. It was bad, guys. It was so bad. Donald Trump did such a great job. Probably the line of the night is, I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Oh, man. Boy is cooked. Boy's cooked. Okay? And Donald Trump's going to go up 10 points to the polls. And I've never been happier. Couldn't be happier. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. And get ready. We're going to take the country back. It's your boy Benny, lecture and subscribe.